Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm World Dragon, and this is Timberborn on our playthrough of New Dam. You join us towards the end of our colony. We are stocking up our Earth repopulator. We are a little bit short on resources, but treated plank should be fine. We're about 60 short of those. Berries, however, we need more berries. We need 200 more berries. So once these all regrow, we should actually be fine. But it's gonna take a few days for these to regrow. So we do have to probably wait about 15 in-game days. Okay, yeah, that definitely flooded through here to help get this filled up. This whole area refilled up before this area. You wouldn't think it, but well, I undermined a mountain, and so there's a lot of reservoir water hidden under there. Which is what we need. What we need to keep our pumps going through a drought. This underground water mechanic. Sorry, underground water. This tunneling mechanic is fantastic because you could technically, if you wanted to, right? If you wanted to hold water, because it won't evaporate faster, as long as it's buried a few levels deep, so to say. It will when you get down to the bottom level, admittedly, but I mean, you know, for the periods before that, you could undermine the whole map. I mean, it would be a hell of an extreme project. But you could undermine the whole map. Now, this is I think this is a 256 by 256. Excuse me. Now, I'm not going to do the maths properly. But, you know, that's several thousand worth of tiles. So if you undermine the whole map, you would technically be holding an unseen several thousand tiles of water. Now, how is that for a damn idea? You know, not this giant structure covering up a whole corner of the map with levees going all the way up to level 25 or however high you can build. Just the whole lower level of the map no longer existing. And so you would basically have a massive underground sump reservoir. How is that for a damn idea, ladies and gentlemen? How is that for a damn idea? And by that I mean an idea for a dam, not like a damn good idea. But yep, just all of that water, just hidden all the way underneath the map. That's anybody watching who likes making extreme projects on Timberborn. There's your next project. There is your next project. But back to our problems. We have, yes, the treated planks are in. We are just waiting for those berries. We have, yeah, we got a few days to go. Usually, I do go and build a bigger berry storage for safety, you know, just be like, you know, I want, you know, like I want a big food reserve, so I'm going to have always have 1,200 berries in reserve. I didn't bother on this playthrough. I never bothered building above the 200 storage, which I don't even know where it is, to be honest. I've hidden it somewhere. It's, oh, it's right here. I never bothered building above the 200 storage for berries. And now it turns out that I have a problem with that. Oh, and not only do I have a problem with that, this is now going to start affecting my breeding pods. Because these guys are going to start to run out of berries. That's a problem. Go and bury that rubble. Few more berry bushes. Well, hey, berries are coming back in. And it looks like they're being prioritized for up here. They shouldn't be, because these should all have priority. Now, they're being prioritized by haulers, but of course our builders are the ones who are currently stealing our berries and taking them up to here. Let's pause you for a second, quite frankly. Now, I wonder if they'll go and steal berries from it. No, I don't think so. Let's get all of our breeding pods back online, please. We need more berries to come online. So, yeah. So, we've kind of gone and done that. I'm going to go and build that there so I can go and clean that up a little bit there. And then round that off there. There you go, surrounded by a few more berries. Okay, so 2 of our pods are still going. Although that's actually just leftovers. They haven't come back online. We really do need some berries. Come on, somebody grow me some berries. There you go. They weren't offline for too long. They were offline for about a day. Shouldn't have too much of an impact. Not in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so we kind of need to wait for our berries to come back up. We have 2 days until we hit a drought. We are full of water. We are full of reservoirs, some hidden, some not. And yeah, we should be good to go. We should be good to go. We are just waiting for those berries to come back. I'm not gonna turn this back on because these 100% take priority. That one hasn't got any berries in it. That one hasn't either. Yes, we're still a few berries short of our breeding pod goals. So yeah, we won't turn that on at the moment because this still needs another 200 anyway. There's no point in taking them away from my breeding pods when I can't fulfill that order. I was wondering what I could see then turning around from here, but it's this motivatorium. Can we... Trying to get a... I'm trying to make it look as if I'm part of the audience, but I don't think I quite can, ladies and gentlemen. The closest I can get is... Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, there you go. Let's watch the show, folks. Beavers, they came out of the ground and they chopped down the wood to build houses. But then they planted more trees because they're good beavers. And that's our Motivatarium show. We like to play it on repeat, you know. We like to try and keep the same message being hammered into the skulls of the eye and teeth. We don't want them getting any ideas. They need to know, you know, it's work hard and work harder. Let's come back out. I apologize for that. We got stuck through many buildings there. Look at them, all of the... They're fully grown, all of like the old bits sticking out. Compared to my non-fully grown... Oh no, even these have the old bits sticking out. Didn't realize that. I thought that was a fully grown feature. Oh. Oh, so they've only got 6%. So we've just picked some more berries. Somebody's using them somewhere. They don't feel like they should be going into these quite so fast. I don't know. I feel like I need the big influx of berries to finally happen. I just don't know, folks. I just don't know. Now... We can, technically. Round that off. Square that off. Not really a rounding, is it? I don't like that. Not if I can't reach that corner. I don't like that at all. And I want more berry bushes. Some more blueberry bushes, to be exact. So don't tell me I can't reach it. Don't be so rude. There you go, a few more blueberries. And a bit more of our hidden waterway. We're not blocking off any water because the water doesn't come above the level below this. If it does, this thing floods. So it shouldn't be doing that. Yep, a few more blueberry bushes. And yeah, we're still very much struggling to get any level of blueberries, which I don't know, I feel like we should be producing them faster than we're using them. I mean, we might technically be we might have been perfectly level this whole time and I've never realized. I've never had a problem, so I've never realized that we are in fact towing the line and nothing more. Let's oops, sorry, wrong buttons. Let's go all the way around and finish that off. Oh, really? Oh, because that's an overhang. I didn't realize. Did not realize. I'll live with it. Oh, look at all those builders. Absolutely glorious. Beautiful work. Come out of the woodwork like ants. Except they're beavers, and they're glorious. Yeah, we're kind of struggling to get any blueberries, eh? I feel like that needs to be filled in because it's just a hole that, yes, it can be reached. That's fine. So we have almost completely actually covered up our waterway. We are hiding what goes on in the deep. Again, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. We are not blocking off any water whatsoever. And I don't know, I would have thought more blueberries are coming along. They don't. I seem to be getting like one day and then one the next day. I mean, I suppose they will be quite spread out because I would have only ever been picking them when I had the opportunity, but there should be a small influx because I should have managed to strip most of the field when I actually took them away for this. There should be a small influx on that. Now, unfortunately, these take 24 days to grow and then produce. 12 days to produce berries. I mean, it's quite a long time, really. When you truly look at it, it is quite a long time. Now, can I go and get another? I can. Exactly what I want to do. Keep it nicely leveled off. Question is after that, can I go and do another? No, I can't. Technically doesn't attach to anything that's tangible. Gonna hope to see if I could, Oh, wow, and this is actually above the level of the trees, but because the trees are just that much taller, you don't actually notice it. It all roughly just looks okay. Blueberries. Oh my god, 3 bushes in the same day. 4 bushes in the same day. Right, there you go. This must be where we're going to get the influx. Prioritize building, please. Tab haulers, keeping this empty. There you go. Now our blueberries have just turned up. We're actually getting some work in and some blueberries in. Now, once again, though, we do need 100 and something. 170. So we'll leave him to keep plucking. We're up at 70 at this point. And there you go. That was our great push. 70 blueberries. Oh, no. Hey, we're still pushing a little bit. We've still got some coming in. Well, you never know. Okay, we need to get up to 170. We need to basically fill the warehouse. Yeah, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You join me in Let's Watch Some Blueberries Grow. I don't think we need to do anything else. I can't think of anything else to do in the colony. We're basically just waiting to launch. Here we are going through an 18 further days of drought. We've dropped down a little bit, but that's expected because this is a level that should drop down. In fact, you know what I'm going to go into? Because I have builders that clearly need something to do. What I'm going to go and do is... Oh, that's dangerous. I am going to... I destroyed the stairs. Damn it, I can't get down here anymore. Never mind. Never mind. That idea of fun and games is over. I was going to go and start hollowing out the mountain to really fill it up full of water. But never mind. Oh, we have 100 berries. I do have a temptation to use them all up. And... unpause this. And I don't really know how that will or will not benefit me. Oh, we got a few more coming up. And let's go and pause that once more. There you go. We threw 100 berries at it, and then we calmed down again. We now have no berries again. Oh, we have 10, actually. I lied. There you go. We've got 10 to keep our breeding pods going. But yeah, we just need to wait for all of these... 12 days for a berry bush to grow. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of the game, especially with the bad tide, can be so devastating. Because if you lose your berry bushes, which you often do if you're not... Well, you often do. So if you're not fast enough to get your farms up and running, 12 days to regrow a berry bush. Devastating. And then 12 days for a berry just to grow. Considering the fact that they also gain you 0 form of well-being. I mean, look at these. These take 9 and 3. 9 and 3 to make coffee. And yet berries, which most people give up upon. They give you nothing, and yet they take 12 and 12, which is probably why most people give up on them. In no way whatsoever are they even a viable emergency food source. They just take too gosh darn long to grow. Which is, yeah, unfortunately our problem. Which is unfortunately our huge, devastating problem. So, there you go. There goes the last 3. The last 3 berries we shall ever see. Because, yeah, you're still growing. Yes, you're still. Yes. Some of these should start. Or not. Did I plant these ones first? Surely not. No, I planted these ones first. That one was a late one. Well, I'll be. So, I'm actually going to go and pause the recording a second. Alright, so, hopefully I've managed to work this properly. Hopefully I've managed to stick this all together. Hopefully all of you guys joining us on YouTube in the episodal version have not had to be with me for the last 15 minutes staring at berries as we wait for them to grow. And so, would you look at this, ladies and gentlemen, we do have launch capability. Now, do I wait 6 more days for things to be green? Hell no, it's boring as hell staring at this thing and not building anything. Why? Because I've built everything I can think of building. I even spent, ladies and gentlemen, I went and just blocked off the edge of the map because I had spare beavers, spare materials, and quite frankly, spare time. So, I think I do want to do a nighttime launch, though. So we are going to go and wait for that. Oh, some trees died. That's a shame. They're all going to... No, they're not all going to die. These ones should survive. But, yeah, I think I'm going to wait for an evening launch. So that whilst everybody is at... Oh, actually, I don't know if that works. Because technically, is it a work thing? I think it's a work thing. It might end up becoming a dusk launch. I think it's going to become a dusk launch. Or not. I must say, ladies and gentlemen, that was highly unceremonious. I was hoping it was actually going to follow my beavers as they were getting launched or some such. But I guess not. Well, there you go. So no bots were manufactured, no beavers were exploded. We spent 1,300 days doing this one. 216,000 units of water were consumed. 13,000 tails were painted, and 108,000 trees were cut. And with that, so we've now gone up to a happiness of 69. That was not planned. If we then also... I'm going to cut their working hours down to a 12-hour day. So just by the end of tomorrow, the last thing I want to see is that number to increase and not be on that number. Because I truly think that that is the biggest obstacle to what is now my guy's happiness. Oh, that's going to be paused. Let's not go and destroy all those berries again. Because, yep, now we have no berries for our breeding pods. That's okay. So what I want to go and do... So that should have hit most of my... Yes, all of my society. That was why there was also a nighttime launch, because everybody should have been here or here, which it covers. Because it only actually gives them the popularity points, the well-being points, sorry, I should say, if they're in range when it launches. Yes, we're going to go to 12-hour day. That should give them another 4 hours for evening activities. And so I'm hoping to see my well-being increase by many levels, to be honest. Is a 12-hour day a sustainable working society? Who knows? Who truly knows? We'll find out. There you go. We're back up to 69 already. 70, 71. 72, although only briefly. As beavers are getting to do... There you go, back up to 72. 73. As beavers are getting more leisure time to do the things they want to do. So, I mean, because what are we still missing? Detailers, scratchers, swimming pools. Unfortunately, they're offline at the moment. I mean, yeah, on wet fur, but again, that should happen with swimming pools. It's weird how we've got more people who are happy with swimming pools than they are with wet fur. And they should kind of overlap a little bit. Never mind. But no, so that will finish going up, as I said, during the wet season. But yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure what the actual max is. But I feel like we're 1, 2, 3 down. Is 76 the maximum we can get? Because I feel like that's roughly what I'm missing. Or maybe a little bit more, because a lot of them are on 0.9. Maybe 80 at a push, but even then, I feel like that's a bit high. They're still getting their fur wet, which is good. Still getting a few more of their needs met during the daytime because we have 8 beavers that don't even work. They're, of course, our next recruit of pilots who will who will be sent forth to repopulate the Earth. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I'm staring to see what will happen, but I mean, we hit 73. That is a very, very impressive well-being number. I mean, let's find someone. Maxed out, and maxed out. The highest you need is a well-being of 72, it turns out, and we have maxed that out. So yeah, I mean, as I said, so that is that. That is the end of this beautiful colony of New Dam with Pleasure Mountain, or Mount Fun, or the Fun Theme Park Mountain, or the many other names it has had over the last couple of streams, is now fully finished. Let's appreciate that as the sun goes down, ladies and gentlemen. So for me, as per always, that is all we have time for, and I hope that you will all, till we see you again, stay safe, happy, and healthy.